are recording now. We are recording. We are recording. Jake.
Well,
So I figure we would just start the show off like, hey, welcome to...
is that how you want to do it? Hey, welcome to the Unqualified Apes podcast. This is our second one that we've done. I am Jake. That is Mike.
Hey.
And we are gonna do. We're gonna do talking. We're gonna do controlled talking.
Controlled talking.
We're gonna look at a TV which has the UFSA fight card from Brazil, where we don't know anybody but like 3 fights.
Yep. It is March 21st. 2015. Yeah.
He's lying.
Yeah.
It's not even March.
I'm not lying. So, Jake, how you doing? How you been? How's it going?
I'm tired.
You tired? This fight card is
been
just
up early.
starting off here.
Yeah, I don't like how
here?
late these things start. They're started like this is the prelims, the early ones, and they're starting at 8.
Yep.
The main card starts at 10, and then it ends. I don't know where the main card starts really. I know there's like 4 fights on here where I know for sure I've seen them before. That in all of the other ones, it could have been somebody else.
Yeah.
Amanda Nunes looks like she would just kill somebody. I don't know why. I just think that face could kill somebody. A lot. A lot of people she runs into.
So this is Mafra. I like this guy's name. Leonardo Mafra.
He sounds like he owns like a field somewhere in like in Central America,
Yeah.
and there's a whole lot of bad things being grown. Mafra.
Mafra.
Yeah.
He sounds like he's
The
gonna
Mafra
fight
cartel?
Godzilla. He's gonna
Oh yeah. He's gonna fight Godzilla.
Yeah. Kane Carrazzo.
Random UFC fighter.
Zoza? Carrazzo?
I like calling him Default.
How do
He's
you-
bald. Oh, he just got dropped.
Oh!
Default just got dropped. Oh, he's gonna get choked now. Look at that. Look at that. He's gonna get choked
Mafra.
right now.
Mafra.
Look at that. He got
Taking him.
No, he didn't. He lost it.
That's Mafra?
I don't know actually. I have no idea which one it is.
So I think Mafra's getting his ass whooped right now.
Oh, I have it right in front of me. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mafra is not winning this fight.
Carrazzo.
I had the guys mixed up.
Yeah, Carrazzo.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. This guy Kane though is looking good here. He's looking good.
It's because of that first name. It's because his name is Kane. It's just synonymous with
Have you
almost
noticed?
murder.
Have you noticed that fighters have similar names? Like Kane is now a known name in a fighter. This guy's named Kane. You got Cain Velasquez. You got Silva's galore in UFC.
Yeah, there's the Silva family is loud and proud in the UFC. You got about 140 Silvas out of 500 fighters.
Yeah.
Damn, these guys are
lot
just
of them named.
blasting each other.
Yeah,
Mafra's
I always seem to
starting
like
come
these
back a
kind
little
of
bit.
fights. They you never know who's coming out here.
Oh yeah, it's always like just they're throwing the switch on random. Is it going to be a boring nobody fight, or is it going to be a bunch of guys that nobody knows like coming out? And this is these guys are actually awesome.
Yeah, these guys are going at it here.
I do like these cards where it's not a lot of big name because usually they're fighting really hard for their jobs. They're just like, I gotta win because if I don't, I'm going back to working at whatever the Brazilian Burger King is.
Yeah, selling.
Maybe just
crack.
Burger King. Maybe they just
I don't know what they're doing.
They just go back to Burger King. Maybe they have a lot of them down there in Brazil. They got them everywhere.
Let's go back to.
I don't know why don't we eat that shit? Is
Burger
it that
King?
good? Yeah.
I don't eat it anymore. I've stopped eating it. And I feel better about it because I can't eat that stuff anymore, man. That is not good for you. It's not even that it's like burgers and stuff. Yeah, eat burgers, but not at there, man.
I don't even know if you can, like, if are they really burgers? Like, I look at Budweiser, and I'm just like, is that actual beer, or I just think of it as a liquid. Just a liquid people just shove into their faces. Like, ooh, this thing will actually make me feel like I've got brain damage.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually the beer doing that to you, or the liquid.
Ooh. Big takedown by Mafra. Taking down Godzilla. This guy's his name is
Carrizosa.
The Insane. Kane the Insane.
Oh, man, which website are you on? Because I don't get nicknames on this
crap.
crap.
I'm on UFC.com.
Look
on the schedule?
Oh, look at that thing. I'm in a different area.
Going right on there. This is a nice little website. It comes on here. Kane is 6-0. It says. He's got a big cross on his back and a bunch of Japanese writing on it. This guy does not know what he to believe in. Where's he from?
The writing is all just satanic shit.
Yeah.
Like somebody just messed with him and they're like, I don't like that cross.
I think he's got Celtic writing on the front of him, too.
Seems very far in between where you get MMA fighters with really awesome tattoos. A lot of them just have like tramp stamps or their last name on them.
You know, usually I think the better tattoos you have in the UFC, the worse fighter you are because you're too focused on your tattoos.
You've put too much effort into it.
Yeah.
You've put too much thought, and now you have nothing left to fight.
Yeah, you got to spend that time healing, and
God damn, these dudes are swinging hard, man.
Yeah, they're going at it, man. I'm telling you, these cards that there's nobody's on it, and then they.
Telling you, Dana White must have a whole warehouse full of UFC fighter families just like ready to pull that plug. Yeah. And all of a sudden, the bad guy from like Indiana Jones just comes out and machetes all of them.
So what do we got? We got the
Dad lost.
Next fight is going to be Lendro Silva. See? It's Lendro. I don't know. Never seen that name before. Versus Drew Dober.
That name sounds like... My name's Drew Dober.
It's a generic...
my name is Drew Dober.
I think that's the generic fighter name.
Drew Dober?
Drew Dober. He doesn't even have a nickname. Couldn't think of one. Let's give Drew Dober a nickname right now. Drew Droppin' Goo Dober.
Drew Daddy Dober?
Drew Daddy Dober. No, it doesn't have a...
Drew Donut Dober. Drew Donkey Kong Dober.
Drew
Dibble.
Dump Truck Dober. It's the dump truck.
We'd really be bad people if we didn't mention Flump. I think this podcast might be brought to you by Flump.
Brought to you by Flump.
Please, everybody, go look up the word Flump.
Flump.
Just go look it up.
And that's going to be the name of the episode this week.
Flump.
Something we randomly found.
It brings people together.
It does. It does bring people together.
These guys are really fighting for their families. I think between rounds they mentioned, hey, did Dana White kidnap your family too? Yeah, it's... Oh, God, this sucks.
Yeah, I'm just hoping to get him back tonight.
Hey, do you want to talk about last week? The UFC fights that were last week? Because we took a huge shit on top of that ice cream of shit.
Yeah.
With Anthony Pettis not
we were
winning
very
a round.
About almost everything besides... almost everything.
You were right on Hendricks beating Matt
I took
Brown.
Hendricks just because you were taking Matt Brown. I didn't want to keep picking the same people you were, so I
was right with the Reem over Big Country.
Yeah, you were right with that.
We both lost on the title fights though. Well, usually Overeem doesn't fight smart. He usually fights real dumb.
Yeah.
And then he gets knocked out real funny.
Yeah.
That happens a lot.
You could definitely see that Overeem was not going to risk trying to knock him out or something like that just to win. He was, He's not gonna risk
He
anything.
had good footwork, but he hit Roy Nelson with some knees that were pretty damn nasty.
Those oblique kicks and leg kicks
I hated those.
Were unbelievable. I do not like
The ones to the body were crazy good.
I think oblique kicks should be, I don't know if I want to say outlaw, but I don't know. It's so dirty. Like oblique kicks and foot stomps are some of the dirtiest fight techniques.
Oblique kicks are they're basically like a push kick to your shin and knee area where it tries to buckle your knee.
Yeah.
And a lot of people think that they're dirty shots, like they should be illegal, like a groin shot or something like that.
Yeah.
I think it should be mandatory. Everybody actually should right away give the hardest oblique kick.
Just two guys coming out oblique kicking each other.
Yeah, double oblique kick.
Until one dies or just falls.
I think they should do running oblique kicks with a funny noise.
Yeah.
Like that Howard Dean thing.
It's not a bad idea.
And an oblique kick right away, as hard as you can. See if you can break a leg.
Mafra's on the ground now. He is not doing well.
No,
here.
that's
Mafra.
Mafra's on top. Remember, Mafra? Yeah, that's him.
Oh, Mafra's on. Okay, Mafra's on top now. I don't know these guys. I do like this guy's name, Mafra, but I don't know what his nickname means. Do you see that?
What is it again?
Is
it English?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
I didn't hear what he said. I'm not really sure what his nickname is.
The Baby Eater. Leandro the Baby Eater Mafra has a very small fan base in the UFC. You know what I could do without? Those tights. Yeah. I don't really like watching dudes in tights. It's all right. Just wear some pants. Short pants.
Actually, that brings up a question. With this whole UFC Reebok deal, what do you think about that, Jake? What is your thoughts about them getting uniforms?
I don't know if I care that much.
No?
I mean, I don't know if it's good or bad. It might be good maybe for some guys who are at the top.
You don't like this whole NASCAR of UFC? Where somebody's going to end up.
Where else is Corn Nuts going to get a visible view?
I have no idea
Corn
why.
Nuts needs to be out there.
Yeah, why Viagra hasn't tried to sponsor the UFC and put something right on the crotch of a guy? I don't know why they haven't thought of that.
I fucking hate all these. You having problem in the bedroom? You unable to perform? It's some creepy New York doctor and it's every sports. Anything that I listen to on the radio. I hate listening to like the regular radio because all they're telling you is dick pills and McDonald's and
that means that you're getting to the
God.
age where they think you need that. Do you think you need that, Jake?
I know I need it, but they keep reminding me. It's fucking assholes.
Well, it's just friendly reminders.
No, they're not friends. They're not my friends.
Oh, we got the fucking dog barking.
Good, let that dog bark. Hopefully he eats somebody. Fucking gnaws at somebody's foot. Yeah, I don't care. I mean, let them oblique kick the shit out of each other. Let the dog bite them while they're in there too. I think Dana White should throw a vicious pit bull.
Yeah. So then, what has happened? Dan Henderson. I mean, the fights were not that great. I feel like of last week. Yeah, Dan Henderson, Matt Brown. I mean, I think they.
No, it wasn't Dan Henderson. It was.
Not Dan Henderson.
It was mini Dan Henderson. Johnny Hendricks is kind of like mini Dan Henderson, though.
I don't know why I said Dan Henderson.
They're just
Johnny Hendricks.
All white people
Matt
look
Brown.
the same. We do.
They fought well. I don't think it was that.
The reason that one kind of sucked was Hendricks used a lot of wrestling.
Yeah.
And I was really hoping they would stand and just fight and see who would win because both guys can just destroy while they're boxing or kickboxing, whatever. The one fight that was crazy looking was that strawweight fight.
Yeah.
That one Polish girl, JJ, absolutely beat the shit out of Carla Esparza.
That was the best fight of the night. That was easily the best fight of the night. I liked watching that fight because it was
very weird looking.
Domination.
It was very strange to see somebody look out of it, just completely either meant like scared or what. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, I think it was just outclassed. Esparza does not have those hands.
She never finished high school.
like old JJ. You know,
Good old JJ.
Then the main card, that was shocking. Wow.
Dos Anjos,
Yeah.
caveman style, wrecking Pettis.
I mean, well, you got to give it to Pettis. I mean, to be able to fight 5 rounds with one eye
after immediately getting your ass kicked. Yeah.
He should have got cut, you know, just like Rocky, you know, cut his eye open so he could see through it.
Oh, did you hear? Okay, so in the middle of the 4th and 5th round, Pettis said to his corner, "I can't see out of my right eye." Like he said, just like that, and his corner was like, "Yeah, well." Like literally was like, "Yeah, well."
They're like, "Well,
all right, go out there.
Get on out there.
Go out there. Just do it." What do you want us to call the fight? You think your health is in danger?
Just don't die. Get out there and don't die. Oh man!
What's crazy is that same coach had a kickboxer die on him. It was either Muay Thai or kickboxing. The guy apparently was losing really bad, and they should have stopped it at some point, but he kept going, and eventually the guy died. I think it was also like an unregulated event. I don't know. Either way, I thought it was interesting that maybe that the corner, if you hear your fighter tell you, "I can't see," I mean it might suck, but
do you
somebody.
stop the fight though? Do you throw in the towel at that point?
If he can't see, yeah.
Do you think? I mean, well, he fought for 5 rounds. I mean, he didn't do much, but he.
If he says like "I can't see," it's equivalent to having you're fighting with a blindfold on. Imagine if they put a blindfold on him and said, "All right, Anthony."
Well, it wasn't a complete blindfold. I mean, he could see. I mean, obviously he could see. He didn't have much of a depth perception.
But maybe imagine, you know, like sometimes if you have a tear in your eye and it just looks like you're underwater, kind of.
Yeah, that would
imagine if that's
crazy.
what he's looking at.
Yeah, in the middle of a fight where
you're trying to see when somebody's throwing like haymakers at you or shooting for a takedown. You can't see that crap.
And then you got to give it to him though, and how well he did even with that though. I think.
I guess under the circumstances, maybe he didn't do too bad, but he lost every single round.
Yeah.
You know, him and his corner took some flumps right after that fight.
Kevin Souza. See, there's another name. Kevin Souza. That's going to be another on the prelim of tonight, 21st. And
Souza versus Katsunori Kakuno, who's been around.
He's got a great name.
Katsunori Kakuno.
I feel like his family was like samurais, you know, at one point.
Yeah, he definitely has a look that maybe at one point they were samurais, but then they went to Yakuza.
Oh.
They went to Yakuza.
Dealing drugs.
Definitely. They're getting those poppy seeds out in the farm.
Yeah, heron. Yeah.
Definitely. There's some heron.
That's what they would sell, right? What would they, the Yakuza?
Now they will.
Is that what they would do?
I don't know.
They're doing this.
Just that poppy, whatever they turn the poppy seeds into, either heroin or opium.
Oh well, I mean, now it's tons of stuff with the pharmaceuticals and
everything. How do you feel about the steroids and shit in MMA, in sports, whatever?
Well, we talked about that last time. I would say
steroid league. Do they really need that?
Yeah, I don't think they'd ever do it. You know, it's going to be always a battle. I don't think you're ever gonna see the sport be a complete clean sport. I think they're doing the right things to get in there and try to stop everything. But you know, what are you gonna do? It's a sport, and when you have a competition, you're gonna have cheating. You're always gonna have it, no matter what it is. You know, people are cheating in baseball. They're cheating in football. They're just not getting caught.
I hope so.
I would hope so too. You know?
No, I hope
people
they keep
were
cheating
in school.
I hope they keep cheating.
We used to cheat in school all the time.
Never cheated in my life.
Yeah, no, we did. Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of cheating.
There was a lot of, especially you had those calculators back then. If we had the phones nowadays, could you imagine?
It's impossible not to cheat. Yeah.
I mean, they must take them away or something. You have a kid. Did they take them? Is she in?
She didn't have a phone yet.
Oh, she doesn't even have a phone yet.
Well, she does, but we haven't really activated it yet.
Yeah. Well, they still have apps on there, calculators and things you could save notes.
Yeah, but we haven't we have T-Mobile, and T-Mobile has hotspots, but the opposite.
Yeah.
Cold, icy darkness spots.
Yeah.
And her school, out where my parents live right by her school, and from that whole area, no service at all.
Yeah.
You will die if that is the only way you can save your life. I gotta make this phone call. I've only got 1% left on my battery. You know, you are dead in a swamp or whatever the fuck is out in there. Loxahatchee, but I mean, like, no signal, none at all. So she can't really do too much. You can't get on the Wi-Fi thing at school. You have to have like a special code, which only the principal can.
I mean, they must make them put away their phones though, or something. You know, they have to.
I'm sure kids can find a way though.
Well, that's
maybe you have a Bluetooth and you put it on some sort of audio mode and you just whisper shit in there, like, you know, ask Jeeves, like it's 2003.
They will find a way.
Oh, Mafra won. Mafra, he did it.
Mafra.
Oh, now they get the guy to translate because Mafra's going to speak some Portuguese.
We're not going to listen to this. We're behind already on this. Let's catch up to some of these fights. That was an entertaining fight, though. Those guys really put it in there.
Mafra wins an entire bucket of monkey bones for winning that fight. Whole bucket of monkey bones.
He's going home with those monkey bones to his family.
That's right. It's some sort of cloth bag that they threw the monkey bones in.
Look, my child.
He can predict the future.
I brought you monkey bones. Daddy, thank you for the monkey bones.
Hey, I found some weird stuff on the news. Some sort of...
Oh, we're going into current events as we're going through this. Let's do this, Jake. Tell me a story here, Jake.
I want to call it something else.
Oh, yeah? What are you going to call it?
Oh, I don't know. I was just saying I have no creative ideas, but...
You want to call it Jake's News. Here we are.
Absolutely not.
All right. It's Jake's News time.
So, this one was something that apparently was popular on the interwebs, on the intertrans. There's a teacher. Where was this teacher from? Man, I really would like to know. Alabama, the progressive state of Alabama.
Oh, Alabama.
Always innovating and leading the way on stuff like keeping gays apart and
always can rely on Alabama.
Anything that's not clear white. But there was a teacher who jacked off a 9th grade student.
Oh.
In a parking lot.
Oh, excellent.
So, I'm assuming they were in a car. Oh, inside a parked vehicle near school grounds. That's always the best place to do it. Outside, where no one is, in a car outside the school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where no students or teachers or faculty or anybody might be walking by there, you know.
How old is that? If
9th grade? You're 14 or 15 years old.
Wow.
So this lady, good old boo-boo face, you know, oh, look at my face.
Oh.
That's her mugshot.
She's so sad about it.
She looks sad. But it's probably because she just got caught jacking off a 9th grader.
Yeah. Well,
that would make me sad if I got caught doing that. It'd also be really weird.
Do you think that...
why would it be around that?
I think a lot of this stuff is coming out now. I think they're just making... I think these girls just want to make a name for themselves now. They don't even care what it is. I think it's just a fame thing. I don't even think they're just looking for a 9th grader to jerk off nowadays. Like, they're just walking around the halls.
This is my ticket out of this shitty school.
Hey, what are you doing?
Shitty town.
Hey, you want a little of that, huh? The old, you know?
Can you do that noise again?
No, I don't know how I did that.
That was impressive. It was almost like a machine.
She just sits there in the halls, just roughing kids up.
I mean, when you're doing that to a 9th grader who is your student at the school you work at, you do realize that every other student is going to know about this. Well, like, there is no way that 9th graders keep, you know, because it happened.
Maybe she had a deal with a bunch of the 9th graders, and this kid, they just got caught.
Man, she's like a dirty whore teacher to all the 9th graders.
Yeah, you know, maybe this wasn't the first time. Maybe she had a thing going for good grades. Instead of gold stars, you were getting fucking handies in the parking lot. What kind of car was she in?
Let me see.
I feel like it would be a Toyota Camry or something like that.
Let's see if it even says, because...
that'd be a good advertisement for any
car.
Car.
It's probably a fucking Prius or some weird shit.
kids be like, I want to get that car.
No,
Maybe
it doesn't.
might
You know, it
teach
doesn't say, but it does say that she owns 3 dogs. Thank God, right?
Thank God.
She's married with no kids. She has 3 dogs and jerks off first-year high school students. What's her name? Come on, give me a name.
God, could you imagine
Let me
being
talk some crap
in
about this weird,
a
creepy
freshman
lady.
and-
English teacher Jennifer Marie Perry.
Oh.
See mugshot.
Oh, good.
Oh my
Could you
God.
imagine being a first grader and
You mean a 9th grader?
I mean, well, yeah, a 9th grader.
First grader would be like super. That would be like.
That's where it's going to go, though.
Oh man.
That's the only possibility. That's the evolution of this. It's going to get worse and worse, Jake.
Let's hope it doesn't go to first grade. That's a. God damn, that's creepy. Hey, so yeah, that's a great teacher right there.
Well.
Extra credit indeed. And then here was a real relatable one for us because it's about the Ricky Bobby of governors, Rick Scott.
Oh.
He apparently banned, at least at some point, for some amount of time, he banned any state employees from using the terms global warming or climate change.
Oh. Wow.
Because apparently they don't exist. But all I've been hearing from anyone who knows anything about this stuff is that Miami will be taken back by the ocean and will be gone within 100 years. We'll have no more Miami heat, and all of the Cubans will have to make a choice. Which way do I swim?
So wait a second. You can't even use the words together? Can you use the words, obviously, like you can...
Like in different parts of your sentence?
Yeah.
The climate in here...
Changed?
Is a little different. It might be warming. We need to change that.
Yeah.
Could we do that? I don't know.
What happens if you talk... You can't even talk about it? You can't say it?
No, you cannot.
You can't be like, hey, did you hear about that guy talking about global warming? And then they'll be like, oh, you're done.
You knew when you said it.
You knew you were
getting out of there.
So do you have to be? Is it like just in the building, like in the Capitol, around them?
I'm pretty sure that their homes are bugged, their cars are bugged, local supermarkets are bugged.
You better not even text global warming.
And this is the Republican Party, all male bathhouses, bugged.
That's unbelievable. How are you allowed to do that? How is it possible that you're allowed to do that?
I don't think it's. They said it's an unwritten rule, so obviously you can't literally ban that. But
can't you just be like, that's my freedom of speech? You can't hinder my freedom of speech.
It's Republican Party, my friend. Come on.
It doesn't make any sense.
They don't believe in that stuff for real.
It doesn't make any sense.
Come on.
I don't even see how. Did that go through a vote?
Maybe for you, you're white.
Did it go through a vote, or did he just?
No, he just, that's apparently his. When you go to work, you hear sometimes the owner's like, he doesn't like when people talk about that. Just make sure you don't talk about that when he's walking around. Just don't say anything that don't say scientists. Don't say scientists when Ricky Scotty is around.
We'd appreciate if you would not talk about research while you're in the room at all.
There's a big backyard pit that he has where he has like bonfires on the weekend. He lights 400 Bill Nye DVDs to start that fire. He absolutely hates Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Yeah. Bill Nye the Science Guy is not allowed within 400 feet of Rick Scott.
No, ever.
It doesn't even matter if Rick Scott comes closer to Bill Nye has to go farther away from him.
Right.
Yeah. It's unbelievable.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
It's a barrier.
You gotta do what you gotta do now.
Yeah. So then after the...
What do you think Chael Sonnen would do, though? What would Chael Sonnen do if Rick Scott said, you can't talk about global warming, you can't talk about climate change?
So you're telling me Rick Scott is face-to-face with the man, Chael Sonnen.
Got himself.
Chael Sonnen has gotten worked up about this global warming. And
Like he switched sides. He's a Democrat. He's saying global warming's real. Half your state's not going to be here soon. Do something. Rick Scott, does he get punched? He gets grappled half to death at least.
I think what happens is Chael Sonnen just solves the problem.
Oh, he solves global warming?
He's just never been asked to solve the problem. I think Chael Sonnen just literally can win the problem away. And just...
Pretty much. I agree with that.
I mean...
100%.
I think we need to ask Chael Sonnen more. Ask him to do more. Because if you don't ask Chael Sonnen...
What do you really expect?
Exactly. He's not going to just do it for you. He's got his own problems. He's got his own things he's going to deal with,
Ultron.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Lots of stuff like that. Metal people things.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's been battling in another universe lately. That's why he's been gone, right?
What is that one blue thing from the Watchmen, Dr. Manhattan?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're grappling buddies.
Yeah, those guys.
They're grappling buddies.
Yeah.
Went to college and grappled together. This guy might get choked out.
He's been in Asgard. He's
That's right, with Thor.
Yeah.
Chris Hemsworth.
Chael Sonnen wrestling Thor.
Chasan. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think Chael Sonnen would have listened to Rick Scott.
I think he would do whatever he wanted.
I think as soon as Rick Scott said, "Look, Chael Sonnen, I'm going to need you to stop talking about global warming whenever you're around me or in the state of Florida," and Chael Sonnen would have instantly said, "Global warming." After that, just global warming, climate change. What just happened on this fight?
I'm trying to figure out what actually happened here. Apparently, Drew Dober.
He had just a nice little shuffle. He did a nice little dance.
Rewind that shit.
He was on the ground, though. Did he submit him?
The ref is saying that he's got submitted, but I don't even know where the submission came from.
So he's in a choke.
He's got him in a guillotine. Dober looked like he's getting out of it, though. Like right here.
I still see his breathing. He's breathing.
Look, the hands are coming apart right there.
What the hell?
Yeah, the referee actually stopped the fight. The guy didn't tap out, or did he actually tap out or no?
No. What just happened on that?
They need to do a replay because his hand was kind of like moving, but I thought he was pulling the choke off.
I think he thought that.
Okay, so Drew Dober's fighting Leandro Silva. Silva has a guillotine locked up, but Dober's kind of moving out of half guard into side control, but one of his legs is still kind of caught. Silva's got him in a guillotine, but Dober looked like he was getting out, and right as Silva's hands seemed to have let go, the ref stops it and said that Dober tapped out.
Yeah, I don't see a tap whatsoever.
You see... Okay, hold on.
I see him breathing. I mean,
right here, you see his left arm?
He doesn't have it under
He's
the
saying
chin.
he tapped it. He is saying that he went out right there.
He's pulling his head out of his arm. You could see it.
I think that the ref believed that Dober went out.
Wow. Poor dump truck. That's a shame.
There's a couple seconds there where I didn't say anything.
This guy's celebrating like he did something. This guy's...
I'd like to see the replay because maybe he did go out and he's making a big scene.
No way, dude. You can't go out and then come back like that, being choked out. You don't come back out you don't come out like that. You don't. He would have went limp way more.
It seems really weird.
That's unbelievable.
Damn. Oh well. Sorry, buddy.
Who cares? Poor dump truck, though.
Should have taken more steroids, I'll be honest with you. If he'd taken way more steroids, his neck would have been thicker and he would have... No way that guy would have been...
That's unbelievable.
That is the worst submission. That's the worst early submission stoppage I've ever seen.
Who is this referee? He just moved his arm.
Oh, man.
He's moving his arm as he's stopping the fight. He's like, hey, are you knocked out? No, I'm not. Okay, I'm stopping the fight anyway.
I've never seen that. The guy didn't tap out. He didn't go out.
It's because the ref isn't looking.
He is looking, but
he's looking at only his left arm, but he doesn't see his right arm moving at the same time.
What in the world? The guy on top moved his arm
that's
over the opponent on the ground, and it looked like he put his forearm down and behind the other guy on the bottom's head and neck, and the ref just stopped it, thinking that he went out. I don't know what that ref.
This ref should be fired.
Are they in Brazil? I think they just beat him with bamboo canes.
Yeah, the Rio. That was unbelievable.
Damn, man. I burnt my elbow fucking crazy on that truck muffler. I don't know why. I don't even know how I could possibly do that. I was filling up the fucking thing with gas.
Yeah.
And the muffler, the big ass stack, those stack mufflers.
Hot truck muffler.
It was a hot truck muffler. I look over, I like just touched it for like a second, literally 1 second, and I see my skin like just turn a completely different color.
Yeah, that looks
and get
awful.
all floppy. It didn't bubble.
That thing looks terrible.
It's not fun to deal with.
That's not good.
This hurts. They're gonna amputate my arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
They should. You don't need it.
I went and told my boss, and he slapped my elbow. He's like, "Shut up, baby." Shut up, baby.
You should have.
You want to do some predictions on the fights tonight on the main card?
Main card, huh? I can do.
I don't really know where the main card ends.
We're about to watch.
Who we watching?
Souza versus Kikuno.
Kikuno. I'm gonna go with Souza.
I'm going with Kikuno.
It's not a bad pick,
man.
He does look like he's a samurai. After this, we got Trinaldo versus Arella.
Yeah, I don't know any of these guys. We can just go and talk about the main cards.
Like the main fights. Let's start. You want to do Maya and LaFleur?
Yeah, let's do Maya and LaFleur.
Oh wow. Okay, Kikuno is not. I gotta stop. He is not winning with that stance. He's gonna get knocked out.
You're nuts. No way.
That looks like a bad. Kikuno is fighting with his hands around his chest, kind of sticking straight out.
He's baiting him.
Yeah, he's baiting him, but he has no defense like that.
He's going to samurai kick him.
So Maya and LaFleur, who do you have in that fight? Have you seen LaFleur fight before?
I have not seen LaFleur fight before.
Tough prediction then.
11-0.
Yep, there's that.
Is he a ground guy? Let's see, what is he?
He's kind of a wrestler boxer. And Damian Maya is obviously super jiu-jitsu.
Super jiu-jitsu.
I'm going to go with Maya because I think that neither one of these guys are you never know. Maybe LaFleur is going to come out and just destroy him, and he's still going to be undefeated. But Maya has a lot of experience. Maya's fought like a lot of really good guys.
Yeah.
He's been there for a while.
Damian Maya just beat somebody too recently, didn't he?
I don't know.
I
have no idea. Actually, I forgot.
With strikes, I could have sworn.
Oh, I told you.
Wow.
Kikuno just got dropped.
Wow.
You can't walk around there with your hands like that.
You were right, Jake.
Was he trying to wrestle the ref?
I was rooting for him. I was just rooting.
Oh, that lady's happy. Look at that. Big mama.
You think that was his mom?
No.
That had to be his mama.
Probably not. They're in Brazil. Maybe it was.
Maybe it was. Maybe Souza. He's probably from Brazil. Wow.
Souza.
Kevin Souza. Looking good on that.
Look at this. Oh man, Asia. Oh, I feel bad. You just ran right into that. Then you got smacked with a ground and pound thingy. Oh man, he ducked right into that punch.
Yeah. Oh, he was doing that.
Fists.
He was ducking and throwing his right, and just walked into that.
That looks like it sucks.
Oh, hey, I took a nap.
All right, so I'm going with Maya. Are you going with Maya as well?
I'm gonna go with LaFleur.
There you go.
I feel like
Get some competitive juices flowing.
Yeah, I don't want to keep picking the same people as you. I mean, I feel like Maya was doing well in his last fight. I thought I saw. I don't remember. I'm not really that impressed with the guy, to be honest with you. But
I'd like to see him do like those Metamoris jiu-jitsu competitions. I don't know if you've ever seen that one, Metamoris. That one's really good.
I haven't watched that yet.
They're entertaining.
I plan on watching those. I saw some highlights of
the actual. I've seen like the shows like live when they're happening.
Yeah.
And the flow of it is really good. It doesn't sit there too long, and it's entertaining. Mm-hmm. I've seen some jiu-jitsu matches before where it's kind of you're looking at it like, okay, great. It's nothing that spectacular to look at.
Yeah.
But a lot of those also have multiple matches going on at the same time. And Metamoris, it's a smaller card. There's only a few matches at a time. And they've had a lot of guys who are maybe like older MMA fighters compete against high-level jiu-jitsu guys. Mm-hmm. A lot of the time it just ends in a draw. But like Chael Sonnen, I think Chael got... He won a loss because he obviously cannot lose. He definitely won a loss.
Yeah, no, I don't think he
but he got choked out.
Right?
Yeah, he got choked out.
He's never lost. He's undefeated still.
Probably.
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure that's his record.
He hasn't lost anything really.
No, I don't think so. No, couldn't.
Never lost his keys.
No, never lost his dog. Definitely didn't lose a dog.
They had, in that Metamoris event, they had Sakuraba versus Renzo Gracie.
When Chael Sonnen plays video games, he never loses lives either.
No.
He wins them.
Whenever he's Mario, he's just eating those mushrooms and stars and all that crap. Mm-hmm. The plus ones. Mm-hmm. Whenever Chael Sonnen jumps, a coin falls out of him.
I think, this fight... the main fight that I'm looking forward to is the Josh Koscheck. Josh Koscheck.
Yeah, that's the one I'm looking forward to too. Him and Eric Silva.
Eric Silva. I think Eric Silva's going to just demolish Koscheck.
There's a good chance of that happening.
Josh Koscheck fighting for his career tonight.
A lot of people are saying that he is going to retire after this fight. That he only fought a few weeks ago, and apparently he just wanted a quick turnaround to fulfill a contract. That's what I keep hearing.
Oh, really?
Like he had one UFC fight left, and he just wants to kind of go out.
Yeah, he should.
He's not...
He should go out and go to Bellator. I think he would do a lot better in Bellator.
I think he would
make some money.
I think he would do better in Bellator, but I don't think that he should keep fighting.
I think he could keep fighting. I don't think he's done. I just think he can't compete with the guys in UFC right now, and they're throwing him at some big guys, some young guys, better guys.
Yeah,
he's just not.
His problem is that his name value is outweighing his skill, or his potential to win.
Yeah,
like. He's fought everybody really over the last 7-8 years, 10 years really, because Ultimate Fighter the TV show started in 2005.
Yeah,
it's been 10 years since this dude's been in the UFC, and he's fought pretty much most of the big names. He's lost to a lot of them, but he's still fought them. And when you have, like, I always thought that GSP was a better like pound for pound fighter. Remember, the pound for pound rankings. Mm-hmm. I thought he was better than Silva because of who he's fought.
Yeah.
He's fought generations of the best.
Yeah, Matt
Hughes, he fought
BJ Penn.
Yeah, he fought the Matt Hugheses, the Frank Triggs, the BJ Penns.
Johnny Hendricks.
And Hendricks is like the current one.
Yeah.
He fought Nick Diaz, who's fought longer. Nick Diaz actually, I think, has fought longer than most of these guys.
Yeah.
He started fighting when he was like 17 or 18 years old in the UFC.
Yeah.
Man.
But yeah, that's going to be an interesting fight, Josh Koscheck and Eric Silva. Mm-hmm. I really don't have any faith in Josh Koscheck winning on this one.
No, I think he's going to get beaten up. Leandro Santos and Tony Martin.
I don't know either one of those guys.
Okay, next fight, Amanda Nunes and Shayna Baszler.
Don't care.
I think that Nunes is going to win. She's like a super aggressive.
Hey, I actually, I'm going to go with Baszler.
She's an older fighter too.
Yeah, I saw her on The Ultimate Fighter.
You know why I want her to win is because she's friends with Josh Barnett, and I like
yeah.
Josh Barnett.
I like Josh Barnett too.
I really want to see Josh Barnett fight Brock Lesnar and a
saying,
wild chimp.
Him and
three-way
the
fight.
country wanted to fight. They're trying to get that to happen.
Roy Nelson and Barnett?
Yeah,
that would be a good one
trying
too.
to get that to happen.
Yeah.
I heard. That'd be a good fight. I'd like to see both those guys fight, but I'd be happy to root for Barnett.
The only other
dog.
The only other thing on this fight that I even want to, or this card that I want to mention, is Godofredo Pepe.
Oh, the Pepe.
Pepe versus Andre Fili, and it's because Fili's not a bad fighter, but his nickname is Touchy.
Yeah, Pepe's nickname
Andre
is
Touchy Fili.
Pepe.
Yeah, Pepe is actually that guy's nickname.
Yeah. So, how did you pronounce his first name?
Godofredo.
Godofredo Pepe.
Godofredo.
His name is Godofredo Pepe.
It could be twice nickname. Yeah.
It's got to be Pepe, right?
Yeah.
That's what he would do. Godofredo Pepe.
Pretty much. He makes pasta sauce all day long.
Touchy.
Yeah, touchy-feely.
Touchy-feely.
Good old creepy touchy-feely.
That guy's got, I mean, that's got to be one of the best nicknames in UFC.
Also, the picture for Godofredo Pepe, he looks like he's so scared to death.
Yeah.
Like Dana White definitely has his fucking family kidnapped and held for ransom. You have to win or they are done. You will win or they're
He also
done.
looks like he probably has a Pomeranian, doesn't he? I feel like that's what what kind of dog he would have. And be. If he was a dog, he'd be a Pomeranian.
You know what? Chael's winning every fight.
Chael.
11-0.
Chael.
Tonight.
Chael Sonnen.
Chael. You know what is one of the worst things in the history of people? Is old man noises in the public restrooms. Go to a restaurant or something, and you go in there, you go to pee or something, and a guy comes in a stall next to you, and he's going, is the worst shit ever. That is by far my nightmare, is being surrounded by a bunch of real old dudes.
Akbar Areola.
Is that his name, really?
Akbar Areola.
He probably makes some crazy, awkward noises in the bathroom.
Where is this guy from? He's from Mexico.
He's from Mexico, huh?
Yeah.
Well, damn.
It's a weird name, Akbar.
You know, I learned something new today. Akbar is from Mexico.
That's right, Jake.
Trinaldo.
Francisco Trinaldo from Brazil.
Brasilia. Federal District, Brazil.
Yeah, that was clever. We'll see what these guys got here.
I'm going to guess that Chael Sonnen just murders both these guys.
Oh, yeah.
Knife fight.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, John McCarthy making the trip down to wherever they are in the jungle.
Big John coming out. Making sure everything's good.
It's kind of crazy that guy was actually at UFC 2. I think that was the first time that he was. But the numbered UFCs are at 180. What was that? 185. That was just a week ago, and they're at that with those numbered events. But remember all those free ones they had on Spike, all the free ones on Fuel, Versus.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Versus actually was WC, but either way, all the free UFC ones, fight nights.
Did that channel go away?
Yep.
Versus? Yeah, it's gone.
I think it's gone. It's something else now.
It's Fox Sports.
Versus and Fuel both don't exist, and Spike has Bellator now. I like Bellator a lot.
Big John's got to be the longest running referee, right?
Yeah, definitely. They didn't have refs in UFC 1. There was no one in there with them. Like when it was basically when someone stopped beating the shit out of somebody, people would just come in. Kind of, okay, guys, break it up.
That's when men.
So it's like a half dead guy.
Oh wow, that guy.
Akbar cheated. You're a cheater from Mexico, Akbar.
Wow. That was not even by accident. That was
Akbar grabbed the fence
clearly
on a big takedown attempt by Trinaldo.
Clearly.
Trinaldo.
On purpose. Wow.
Oh well. But yeah, John McCarthy's been there for a long. Like that's the longest association with the UFC is probably John McCarthy.
Hey, have you ever noticed that you never hear about anybody doing anything good on PCP? It's always somebody doing some crazy shit. It's like, I feel like if you ever are going to want to try PCP at one point, you're gonna end up getting arrested. Like, there's just no other way around it. It's like that's what you sign up for. You don't sit around on PCP.
I think when people are doing some sort of drug, it's for a beneficial something, like you just like the feeling. I guess if you're on PCP, it's more you like getting arrested.
But it's like, who at this point, if somebody goes, hey,
what is
hey,
PCP like exactly? What is it? Is that the same shit that Walter White was selling on Breaking Bad?
I'm not really sure
That's
what
meth,
PCP technically is.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm not 100% sure on that.
I could look it up here.
We have the world at our fingers. But at the same time, I don't know how much I care. You know that there was a guy at work the other day who started talking. He was talking to me about gangs. He started bringing up gangs. And I had no idea why. Like he starts talking about some gang in like Lake Worth or something, or Miami. And he's like, "You don't know anything about gangs, do you?" I'm like, "No. I actually don't. I haven't like I've never been like it's time to do my local gang,
what did
school
he teach
report
you about it?
That
did he teach you anything?
He told me the name of a gang that's very dangerous, some sort of Haitian gang that uses machetes.
What was the name?
That's the bad part for me is I forgot.
Oh,
I should have remembered that part because that's the important part.
Would have been an important part of the story there, Jake.
But I don't care because I just don't. I mean,
going off of just Haitian gang, huh?
I wonder if they sell PCP though, and then they machete attack the people they're selling it to, and that's what they're known for. Maybe that's what he was talking about. I wonder if these fighters are on PCP. I think they should be. Like it's like a mandatory thing to get to a certain level of the UFC. You have to prove yourself to Dana White.
It says here that
he has like a training day moment.
was brought out in the 1950s as an aesthetic pharmaceutical drug. Yeah.
Oh, it's sinking in there. Yeah, okay.
It was taken off the market 15 years later. 15 years it was on the market because of the high prevalence in hallucinogenic side effects.
Well, that's a good reason.
And throwing cars.
Not too bad.
Holding machetes at police and starting Haitian gangs.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
That was weird. I don't look like the guy who's up to date on his Haitian gang info. Thought it was really weird. Why? Huh? Really? You're driving the forklift and then next thing you know, you're stopping it, getting down. Hey, I don't know if you. Yeah, I don't talk to you almost ever.
Do gangs even still have to meet anymore with the internet?
Like,
do you think they got their own Facebook pages now?
I think they all meet behind Winn-Dixie's.
You think they all have their own Facebook group called like the Crips, Bloods?
Like a group page?
Yeah.
Invite only.
Yeah. You got to change your font color.
So yeah, you got to change everything. Everything about you has to change. You just have to become that group.
Do you think that the Crips use like AT&T and the Blood use like Metro PCS? And they have to use those?
If they don't, I mean, I kind of want to believe that. That sounds legit. They probably...
Or Verizon. I guess Verizon would be better for Crips. I think they have like a red logo.
Maybe Sprint. T-Mobile's got like, what, black and pink? What a fairy-ass logo.
T-Mobile, I feel like, would be Latin Kings. They'd be going with T-Mobile. Or like Sprint. Sprint would be yellow. That would work.
Hmm.
Do you think like all Crips use Comcast and
They definitely used Adelphia back in the day because that was a red ass logo.
Crips and Blood?
The blood. Well,
Blood would be actually. I was thinking more of the Crips are blue.
Crips blue. Yeah, okay.
So Crips
They would be
on
DirecTV.
AT&T.
Yeah.
They'd be on DirecTV with AT&T.
Yeah.
And the Blood would be Comcast and Verizon.
Yeah, that's right.
That seems right to me. And then the Latin Kings got
they got T-Mobile.
T-Mobile and probably use Comcast too, I would say. Or they probably don't even have cable.
What the fuck are we talking about? What the my God.
That's racist.
This fight isn't like that entertaining. This is what Joe Rogan should be talking about is, do Crips use Verizon because of the red logo rather than guys who are not really doing a lot of stuff?
I would assume so. I would assume.
I don't know. I hate those little short punches and those short elbows those guys do in the clinch and on the ground. They just feel like they just rub into you and kind of smush you.
Yeah.
They smush the meat of your body into your ribs.
You always notice they put their foreheads like right on the other guy's face.
Yes.
That's got to be obnoxious, having a guy's face on your face like constantly like that. I don't
just
even like guys
like breathing into each other's faces.
If you were a foot away from my face, that's too close.
Yeah, that's way too close.
That's way too close.
I'm not sure how much I like that either.
You to put your forehead on my cheek, like that's just gonna drive me nuts. That's I'm not gonna be able to do that.
If you put your forehead on my cheek, I'm not gonna be able to do that.
Yeah. And then they dig in with their chins, the like chin guy's cheeks, and then his eyes. That's the.
Joe Rogan's not doing this one. Mike Goldberg, the voice of life, the voice of God, is not doing this one either. It's John Anik.
I actually kind of like it when these guys. Is this Kenny Florian?
I don't know if it's Kenny Florian or Brian Stan. Brian Stan. War hero, Brian Stan.
Brian Stan.
There's actually a video of George Bush mentioning Brian Stan.
I think Brian Stan needs a new haircut.
No.
Yeah, his face is too square.
A flat top, just like... You ever seen Howie Long? Remember you know who Howie Long is? He does the Fox football. He basically has the same... He has like the Brock Lesnar haircut, that high and tight flat top.
Oh, God.
And he's had it since the 80s. That's how he looked when he was he was a defensive lineman, and he had this just big flat top or a mullet, something like that.
I feel like the world's going back to the 80s in a lot of ways. Like a lot of this new fad stuff is like just 80s gear.
Really? Like shoes?
Yeah.
I see that sometimes in shoes.
Bright colors.
A lot of bright colors and high top kind of stuff.
Vibrant shirts.
You know what I'm not used to seeing is people tucking their really tight jeans into their really high tops.
Yeah.
It looks really awkward. I don't know. A lot of these basketball players too, their style, like Russell Westbrook and Dwayne Wade, with some of the stuff they wear. I love the Heat, but man, Wade wears some of the weirdest, like awkward looking almost like clothes.
That's what it's getting into. I think to be original now, you have to kind of go into the awkward. Cause
they must like it though. They must like what they're wearing. They can't just be doing it just to look creepy.
I feel like that's what happened. You know, like a lot of things that weren't done in earlier years were for good reason, and now this generation that we're kind of getting into is like they're playing with all that stuff that we wouldn't have done before, like wearing pink and doing fuchsia. I've seen these shoes. I've seen shoes that they were wearing on the Heat that were almost like, you know, that chalk that you spray on asphalt to, like, you know how they would like construction zones, like they would spray it to like measure out a room.
Like the different color, like orange.
It's like
and red
a bright
and
orange. It's like this specific orange color. I've seen shoes in that color, and it's just like, what? It looks like you've been playing around in that stuff.
I think it's funny. I actually like a lot of shoes I do like, but it's awkward. What I really just don't like is just those really tight jeans that get tucked into the shoe. Like they're so tight.
Doesn't make sense.
Skinny tight jeans, and they're getting tucked into the shoe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is about that, but it's just like
It's gotta.
I don't know. I'm not into that kind of weird.
Gotta let it breathe.
Never let you take care of my kids kind of look. You've got to stay 50 feet away at all times, hands up in the air. All right. Thank you very much. We've had fun. We talked about some things. We saw some things, and we spoke a little bit. So thank you for listening to the Unqualified Apes on Saturday Night Radio. Thank you so much. Don't forget to get your bags before you leave the airport. This is Jake.
This is Mike.
Don't say it like that. Say it again.
This is Mike.
Don't say it like
Mike.
that. All right.